Hello. I just came back from camping today. I went on the weekend with some friends to Foster, which is near Wilson's Promontory in Victoria, and that's not important for this video, but basically I wanted to do a video because on the camping trip I started to really like two pieces of equipment that I bought. Well, I call it equipment, but the first video I'm going to be talking about is my Crocs, you know, the type of shoes. I'll show them on here. Yeah. So, yeah, you know, I've known about Crocs for a long time. Like, you know, I had seen them ages ago, and you know, they never, like, you know, like maybe 10 years ago or so, but they never really appealed to me. Like, you know, I just saw them and I didn't think anything of it. Like, they're just like these plastic shoes with holes in them, and yeah, I can't even remember why I started to look into them, but somehow I started googling around or watching YouTube videos and finding out that people that they're really comfy, and people who wear them really like them. Like, there's people who, maybe I stumbled upon it on YouTube somehow. You know how when you're watching videos, sometimes you'll just click on links and it leads to other things. And I can't remember exactly, but I remember watching videos of people who like Crocs and also people who hate Crocs. You know, so, and I was kind of interested in that, and I don't know. So I remember I suddenly got this urge to try it out. And so this year, I think earlier in the year, I bought a pair of Crocs. The Crocs I bought was called, you know, the version called Croc Beach. Yeah, I went to the Croc store and tried them out, and they were really comfy. As soon as I put them on, they felt really good. And I remember being in the car. It was a really hot day, and I was going to go to bouldering, and I was just wearing my runners, my Air Max shoes, just with socks and shoes, and then I had these in the car, and I put them on just to try it out, and it felt so much better. Like, my feet could breathe, and it was like felt so good walking in these on that hot day. But I didn't actually wear them to bouldering, because at the time I still felt like I was wearing, you know, the equivalent of like if I just made some shoes out of cardboard or something like that. That's how it felt, you know. If putting them on feels so comfy, but you know, they, even to me, they at the time they looked really ugly. So I didn't really wear them out. I wore them at home mainly when I was walking my dog. You know, I just do the side streets with my dog every day and walk for about half an hour. I remember the first day I walked with them, I felt really self-conscious. Like, wearing them, I felt like, oh, this is so weird. Like, you know, walking past people, I just, you know, in your head, I'm thinking, oh, I'm wearing Crocs, and I can't remember, but I remember I was just trying just to walk with them. And it was very comfy, I remember that, but I remember I was not used to it. But then what happened was, I've been wearing them every time I go walking with my dog, and for the past few months, and you know, and now it's almost second nature, and I don't care anymore. Like, it's just what I wear when I walk my dog, and it's comfy. And the good thing about it is I don't have to put on socks and then shoes, and then you've kind of like wasted a pair of socks. That's the thing. One of the things I like the best about it. You know, if I want to just walk my dog, I don't have to use up a pair of socks at all. Plus, it's comfy, very, very comfy. For walking, it just feels really relaxing to wear them. Yeah, and so over the last few months, I've been getting more and more comfortable wearing them, and you know, I don't feel half as self-conscious wearing them as I did on the very first day. And the biggest thing recently was I went camping for 3 days, just you know, last weekend, and I was thinking, you know, should I bring thongs or should I bring these Crocs, which I've been wearing at home as thongs, and I thought, well, I was considering bringing the Crocs instead of thongs, you know, because they do the same thing. They, you know, something just easy to put on when, you know, when you're at the camping ground and stuff, and you don't really feel like wearing shoes. And it just happened that recently there was the Doctor Who Christmas special, and 2010, and in that episode, Doctor Who says to this little kid, bow ties are cool, you know, the bow ties. And I think the kid asked why, and later on, Doctor Who says, I wear a bow tie and I don't care. That's why it's cool. So, you know, he's basically saying he wears it, he likes it, and doesn't care what anyone thinks of it, and he thinks it's cool, and so that's why it's cool. And the thing is, it's true, because Matt Smith, who's the Doctor, he wears a bow tie every time. He's always in a bow tie, and he always says it's cool, and that's like his catchphrase whenever someone's, you know, says something about it. And now suddenly, to me, who I used to think bow ties were very uncool, and now suddenly I think they're cool because of him and his attitude. And if I had the opportunity, I'd probably put one on, you know. Yeah, so I was thinking about that, and also I came across a video where just someone recently put down all the scenes where Doctor Who said bow ties are cool, put them all together, and also had the scene at the end where he was wearing a fez, you know, those hats that's like this. And yeah, so they put the video together, and yeah, I watched it, and it just made me think, yeah, I'm just gonna wear these Crocs, and if I think they look cool, then that's fine, right? And the thing is, yeah, I wore them this weekend for the camping trip, and it was no problem. Like, no one, people just said, oh, they're Crocs, and I was wearing them the whole time, and it was no problem at all. You know, it just was great. Yeah, I went the whole time wearing the Crocs, and it was great. I didn't use this. I've hardly used any socks. I only used one pair of socks because I put the socks on at night because it was freezing. And that was the only time I wore one pair of socks. So the Crocs were great for walking around the campsite, just like thongs would be. Went to the beach and wore them, and took them off when I got to the sand, like when, yeah, but you could still walk in the sand with them. Coming back from the beach, they were like, had sand all over them, and it only took a second just to put, you know, in the shower just to get water onto them, and I was ready to go again. Then today we went on a very short hike in Wilson's Promontory to look at a waterfall, and I was wearing the Crocs as well, because I'd seen on videos that there's people who go hiking in Crocs, and also a lady who does long distance running in Crocs, so I figured if they can do that, I should be able to do a hike with Crocs. And the only thing I found was when you're walking, sometimes you'll get little pebbles come into the shoe a little bit easily, but also they come out quite as easy, because you can take Crocs on and off very easily. So, and yeah, I felt really great hiking with the Crocs. So they're just so multi-purpose. Like, you can wear them in so many situations. I imagined if I walked to a shallow river, the Crocs would be perfect. They'd be fine for walking through rivers. Like, you could get them wet and then they'd be fine after that. So they've got so many advantages. And and this morning I went for did quite a bit of walking in the morning with the Crocs, and yeah, it was so comfortable, and yeah, I'm starting to really like them. And I like now that I went camping with them. They're a little bit, they look a bit used and dirty and stuff. No, I like it. Makes it better. Anyway, so that's Crocs, and strange because like, it's weird because it's like after a few months, like my eyes or taste has changed, and suddenly they start to look really good. It's funny that. So I just wanted to make a video to say, yeah, I really love my Crocs now, and yeah, yeah, that's basically it. So, yep.